Okay, I think you guys are ready to take it to the Jedi level on computer programming. So let's go to eclipse.org. This is a more sophisticated IDE, Integrated Development Environment. And go to Downloads. If you're using Linux or Mac OS, you can download it there. And for you guys, we're going to do the 64-bit. That's what the Regis computers are, so click that. This has the ability it's something you guys can download without special permissions, unlike anything else that you normally can't. So whatever the first link is here, go ahead and click that. And click Save, or Save As. Why don't you save it to your desktop? That'll make life easier. And now we wait.
6 hours later.
I'm up to 3%. Hopefully it's going faster for you guys. Okay, it's about midnight and it's finally downloaded. I hope the Broncos won. I'm still plugging away at this because you guys are worth it. If it's a slow for you, you might want to scroll down. There are some mirror sites down here you can choose. And if it's going to take a longer time still, go on to the next item on our agenda and you can come back to this once it's downloaded. So once it's downloaded, open the folder, go to that location. Sorry for the interruption there. What I was saying is once it's finished downloading, you want to go to the location of where you downloaded it. So if you didn't download it to the desktop, go to the folder you put it in and move it to the desktop. Once it's there, since it's in a zip file, we need to unzip it or extract it. And if you don't know what a zip file is, ask me because it's very important. This is something you use in all aspects of computing. It's not just something specific to computer programming or the computer field. So we're going to extract everything to the desktop and then we wait. Okay, so it finally unzipped and these are the files. Let me open that again. And what you want to do is open it up, and that's our executable right there. So I'm going to right click and go and create a shortcut on the desktop. If you double click that, you can uncheck the always ask before opening the file because it's safe. We wait for it to load. Okay, so we're in business. This is the workspace. It's going to start saving our files to this location. I would hold off on checking this until you make sure things work. You can change it if you want, but you're welcome to use the default space. Hit OK and wait some more. Alright, hopefully that was faster for you. I'm using my Fujitsu tablet. I'm going to X out of the welcome screen. I'll show you what to do. This is our work environment, but let me show you how we get started. File, New. And let's start with a project. Often programmers use, well, most of the time programmers use more than one file. So we'll save it under a project. Click Java Project, hit Next. And I'm going to call this class work. Call it whatever you want. Notice it's going to create a folder. You don't have to mess with anything here. We're using the Java Standard Edition Development Kit. I would uncheck this so that it doesn't create a new folder for every single file you do. We can put everything just in the root folder. Click Next. And it looks like we're good to click Finish. Alright, so now it's time to build a class file. File, New, and we'll add a class. We're going to give it a name. Notice it already has the public squared away for it. I'm going to call this tester. And if you go down here and click this, you can add the main method automatically. I'm going to uncheck that because it's quite advanced. It's going to get us set up. And here's our program. It's got our first line, just as usual, our main method. This is just some comments. You can delete that if you want. I'm going to delete it just for the sake of simplicity right now. You can also turn on line numbers up in one of those areas. Now I'm going to do a quick system.out print. Notice as soon as I type S, it's already got an error. It does real-time error checking. It doesn't know what S is, but as we type it out, it'll accept it. Also, it starts to do code completion for us. That might come in handy a little bit later. System.out.print, and I'm just going to keep typing. Println, and notice when I did my opening parenthesis, I put one in. Same with the quotes. Hello world. And then add a semicolon. To run it, you click the green option, the green run button. You can click this so it always saves, hit OK, and it's going to show up down here. It's not going to run in the console or the command box. Alright, so let's add an import statement. Import javax.swing and you can scroll down to JOption pane, but it's far easier to do the wildcard star, which is everything. I'm going to make this a JOption pane. So JOption pane and all kinds of stuff we can use, but I know that the show input dialog already is there. And it already pulls up some of the API, the application programming interface, to help you understand the various things we're using. You don't necessarily need to check that out unless you're in something new. I'm going to type hello world. And add your semicolon. If you don't, notice you have a little error over there. So it's not closed, so that I don't have my double quote. And what's this one? And I need a semicolon. So much more sophisticated. Let's run it. It saves automatically. And there we go. Amen. End of tutorial.